Hey there, my name is Nicole Burke. I am the owner of Rooted Garden and Gardenary Incorporated and author of the upcoming book, Kitchen Garden Revival, now available for pre-sale. Go buy it on Amazon. I am starting a new series. If you haven't heard of me before, I'm starting a new series here called Grow Your Business with Nicole. Grow your business, you get it? I'm like into plants and gardens, so I thought it'd be fun to talk about growing business. So 4 years ago, I started Rooted Garden out of my backyard garden in Houston, Texas. I had a $450 refund check from my daughter's preschool. So I secretly took it to the bank and deposited it as the first installment for my new business, Rooted Garden. And in 4 years, so 2 years later, I started Gardenary, my online garden education company. And in 4 years, my companies have grossed over $1 million. I can't believe it. It's crazy to even say that. So I'm not like some, I haven't taken lots of any funding. I'm not one of those companies that's going to be on Inc. magazine or Founders magazine or Forbes 500. But I do have a story to tell because I am a mom of 4 kids. I'm home every day for them in the mornings and the afternoons. And I've created a business that's grossed over $1 million in 4 years. So I want to give you tips and tricks and tell you some of the backstory of my business growth through this video series. I'm so excited about it. One of my biggest passions is creating business opportunities for women, especially women who want to stay home or serve their families, either their parents or their children or their siblings. And my dream is to help over 1,000 gardeners start their own garden coach business over the next 3 years. We'll see if I can do it. So let's get to today's lesson. Today, the number one lesson that I can teach you ever about business is to have a purpose bigger than your business. So as soon as you start to think about the business you want to grow, or if you already have a business, my number one thing I'd recommend is to go ahead and pick a purpose or a mission or a why that's bigger than your business. So you can figure out whatever genre or niche that your business is in, and then I want you to go higher and bigger than that and pick a mission that can be the banner over your business. This is super important, and I'm going to tell you 4 reasons why. First, let me tell you what my bigger why is. So when I first started, my business was honestly about making money. I had been homeschooling my children and had asked if I could stop doing that and put my kids into school. Well, for lots of reasons, we ended up with 2 in private school for 1 year. So that was about $20,000 that my family was not prepared to spend. And I had been homeschooling them, so I'd only been working part-time as a consultant. So definitely not making $20,000 to pay for private school. So when I first started my business, it was honestly out of desperation to make money. And oftentimes when we start a business, that is the ultimate, the main momentum and motive that we've got behind our business growth is we want some money. And that can last, that's good. And obviously we need money. Money is a good thing. And I'm so thankful for everyone who's paid me and allowed me to support my family, buy my family a van, take care of my kids, put my kids through private school for that 1 year. They're all in public school now. Yay! But money won't keep you going, and money will not get you through the hard times. If you've read the statistics, you know that most small businesses don't make it past the 2nd year. And that's because probably a lot of them were based and focused on money and not on a mission. So what I found soon after I started my business is that I needed a bigger mission. I did love gardens. I definitely cared about people, but I soon honed in on a very specific mission, which was to bring back the kitchen garden. So as I worked through my business, I realized the kitchen garden was something that had been a part of human civilization for centuries, but that we'd lost it over the last century. And suddenly I became very specific and very purposeful in my messaging and in all the things that I did, that my biggest why, my bigger purpose and mission in the world was to bring back the kitchen garden, to create a kitchen garden revival. So that's my mission, and my businesses, both Rooted Garden and Gardenary, fit underneath that bigger mission. So Rooted Garden designs, installs, and maintains gardens for clients in Houston, Texas right now, maybe in other parts of the country soon. And then my online business, Gardenary, It trains people all the way through the process of becoming a gardener and then even becoming a garden coach and a garden coach business owner. So the online piece of it trains people in all those different steps, from first growing herbs to setting up a kitchen garden to setting up a garden coach business. So both of those businesses, though they're different in the way they're set up, they have the exact same mission above them, which is to bring back the kitchen garden. Everything I do goes to that mission. All right, so now you know how it works for me. Let me tell you why I think having a mission bigger than your business is so important. I have my notes here, so let's see. Number one is it helps with marketing. When you first get started as a business owner, it's so hard to advertise, at least if you're anything like me. If you have some kind of like preconceived notions about marketing, then it's kind of icky, or it's like, ugh, sleazy, or like you're picturing like someone selling something that's not worth anything. And that makes you kind of afraid to get out there and tell people about the great work that you're doing. Listen, marketing is imperative to business growth. If you don't market, you don't have a business. But marketing can feel so intimidating and nerve-wracking. But when you have a mission that's bigger than your business, for me, and for you, it's going to make marketing so much simpler. Why? Because we're not going to be talking about our business nearly as much as we're talking about our mission. And missions are so fun to talk about. So oftentimes for me, I don't want to get out there and say, buy from me, buy a consult, buy a course, sign up for this course, become a garden coach. I don't want to do that because that kind of gets old, and I don't love the feeling of that in marketing. But what I love and what's so easy to say again and again is, bring back the kitchen garden with me. Thank you so much for being part of this mission. Thank you for bringing back the kitchen garden. Come join my mission of bringing back the kitchen garden. That doesn't feel sleazy at all. It feels exciting and fun, like I'm just inviting my friends to come to a party with me. Now, it just so happens that I have products to sell that fulfill that mission, right? So when I invite someone to join the movement, I'm probably also inviting them to sign up for a consult with my business in Houston, or to sign up for one of my courses online. But I'm not having to feel that icky marketing feeling. I get to have that fun, exciting feeling like I'm just passing out flyers to like a big block party. So that's the number one reason to have a bigger mission, is because marketing becomes so much easier. Second reason is that it's going to help your clients get excited about what you're doing. So the studies show, I don't know, I didn't find this out, but when I read the studies, it says people generally don't buy products because they want the product. They want the feeling that comes with the product. So people, I don't necessarily buy like cream for my face because I think, I want that particular cream. I'm buying it because I want to look like Jennifer Aniston looks like when she wears that cream, right? I want the feeling. I want to put it on and feel like I'm Jennifer Aniston. Is it working? I don't know. So when someone is buying for you or trying to decide if they want to buy from you, they're thinking less about the actual product you're going to give them and more about the feeling they're going to have when they do business with you. So this is when the mission comes in. Having a mission and a bigger purpose gets people excited. Remember, you're inviting them to a party, to a movement, to change, and that gives people something to talk about. Very few people, I never talk about my toilet paper, right? Because that's not the kind of movement I'm excited about. But I love talking about a product that I bought that has to do with real change in the world. And so when people buy something from you and they know that your purpose is bigger than your business, that you're on a bigger mission, then they have a reason to feel excited about it, to feel like their purchase has purpose too. And then they're 10 times more likely to tell their friends about it. Listen, my business grew over the first 4 years solely by referrals. So I was relying 100% on people being excited about what they bought from me. And that didn't come necessarily from my products, though they were awesome. It came from the feeling that these people had as they jumped into a bigger mission. All right, number 3, the third reason to have a bigger mission is it helps with imposter syndrome. Do you know what imposter syndrome is? It's something we all get. It's where you don't feel like you actually are telling the truth when you say that you know what you're doing. And we all feel this way. I went to a great conference this fall, the How I Built This Summit, and people like amazing people. Sarah Blakely from Spanx was there, and Marsha Kilgore was there, and the Instagram guys were there. Everyone was there that I love, and they all talked about the fact that there are many times that they would feel like, what am I doing? Like, I am totally pretending. I am an imposter. And there's this feeling always as an entrepreneur, like there's this little question in the back of your head, like, maybe I should just quit. Like, maybe I don't have what it takes. Who am I to be selling this thing to people? Who am I to be telling people what to do? And so that is the voice we have to tell. Shh, be quiet. I got some business to do. And the key way to do that is to have a mission. So when you have a bigger mission, then you don't have to feel like an imposter, because anybody can talk about a mission, right? I mean, my kids can celebrate the garden. They can tell their friends to garden. They don't even have to know anything about the garden, but they can invite people to come check out our garden or to garden themselves. My dogs can talk about the garden. Anyone can talk about the garden, right? And the growth of the garden and the need for us to all start gardening again. That doesn't imply at all that you have like professional skills inside that area, or that you know every single thing about that particular sector of knowledge. It's just that you're excited about it. So what people need to hear from you is your excitement, and they need to hear your confidence. When you feel like you're not confident, that shows when you talk to your clients. But you can 100% always feel confident about your mission. So when you pick something that's really meaningful to you, you can always talk about it with full on confidence and courage and fearlessness, because you so believe in what you're doing. That points to the bigger mission, right? So if you're struggling with imposter syndrome, if you're ready to start a business and you're not sure you're ready yet, or maybe you need like 3 more years of training before you're ready, let me go ahead and reassure you, you're never totally ready to start a business. It's always going to be hard, and there's always going to be so much more that you need to know than you already know. But having a bigger mission and a purpose is the cure for imposter syndrome, and will help you to speak about your business and what you're doing with confidence, because you're not speaking so much about your own awesomeness, but about the awesomeness of your mission. Is awesomeness like, did I just date myself there? I don't know. My kids tell me awesome isn't really the word anymore. Okay. The fourth reason is that it helps so much with comparison and scarcity and jealousy and all those horrible things that steal our joy. So these days we are all on the internet, we're all on social media, we're all online, and that is amazing because we can all find one another, which is so fun. But that can also be so paralyzing, because we get out and we see other people doing things in our space, and all of a sudden we can feel like, all you want to do is protect and draw up your borders and make sure that no one finds out about that person because they are doing something better than you, or no one knows about that person, or that person never sees what you do because their clients might want their stuff, or your clients might want their stuff and not your stuff, right? This is a serious challenge for us, especially these days when we're all on Instagram and YouTube and Twitter and Facebook, and we're seeing everything everybody else is doing. The comparison thing can kill you. It can kill your motivation, and it can kill your business. But when you have a mission that's bigger than your business, that means that every time I get on Instagram and I see other gardeners, or I see someone in the health and wellness space, or someone talking about going vegan, or eating fresh food, or eating local food, or I see someone just killing it with amazing recipes, or someone who's literally doing the exact same business I do, instead of that initial like caveman instinct to feel like I need to draw up my fences and protect my territory, I can celebrate them like, oh my gosh, they are making my mission happen. My mission is here, and they're over here, and they're pointing in that direction too. So all of a sudden, instead of feeling the scarcity feeling, I can fight that feeling with an abundance feeling, that there are there's plenty of space for all of us to play in this mission. It helps me so much. Now listen, I still get jealous, I still compare, I still get online and I feel sad that she's so awesome and I'm not that great. There's that word awesome again. That she's so incredible and I'm not that great, or that she got 2,000 likes on her photo and I only got 523. Not that I'm counting likes or anything. But But listen, when I'm in my right mindset, I go back to, no, Nicole, your mission is this, and she is contributing to your mission. So celebrate her, share her posts, tell other people about what she's doing, and be so glad that she's a part of this mission with you. 2 ways I've celebrated this that have been huge for my business is, one, I invite other accounts to come and take over my account. So I started this 2 or 3 years ago, where every Tuesday I invite someone in a similar space. They could be in the garden space or in the food or the health and wellness space, to come and post on my feed. I give them 3 posts that day so they can tell everybody in my space about what they do. This has been a huge way to further my mission, and to also wake me up to kind of reaffirm that I don't want to have a scarcity mindset. So that's been a huge way to celebrate. And then the second way is that I actually train other gardeners to set up businesses just like mine. It was called the Kitchen Garden Coach Society, and it'll be relaunched in a month, called Garden Coach Society 2.0. So I literally take gardeners from all over the country and train them in the exact system I developed for my own business. Now here's the funny part. I think I actually have 10 gardeners who are in my own city that I've trained to create businesses like mine. In other words, I'm creating my own competition. Now, if I have a scarcity mindset and I'm just all about my business, then that means that I'm never gonna do that, right? That would be the dumbest idea ever. But if I have a bigger mission, which is to bring back the kitchen garden, however, wherever, whenever, then training other garden coaches, even in my own city, makes total sense. So crazy, right? It really changes the way that we do business. So I wanna highly encourage you, if you're starting a business, if you're thinking about a business, to go ahead and come up with a mission that's bigger than your business. Call it a mission, call it a purpose, call it a why, whatever you want to call it. Find something bigger than what you're doing, and always point all of your arrows in that direction. This will help you market. This will help cure imposter syndrome. This will help your clients get super excited and have that awesome feeling when they join you and get to be part of your business. And then finally, it totally will get rid of that scarcity mindset, or at least it'll help you fight it, so that you can bring in friends and create a whole tribe of people from all over that are all about the same mission that you're about. So, what do you think? Do you agree? Tell me in the comments what you think about having this kind of goal for your business, and what you think having a mission for your business could do for you. Now, if you're a gardener and you are interested in starting your own garden coach business, or if you already have one, I wanted to let you know that I have a fun challenge coming up. As I mentioned, I'm about to launch Garden Coach 2.0 in the spring, and so to celebrate, we're doing a Garden Coach Challenge where I'm gonna help you develop your own Garden Coach session for free. It's gonna be super fun, so go to kitchengardencoach.com, sign up for the challenge. We're starting in a few weeks. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Nicole Burke, author of Kitchen Garden Revival. See, there's my mission. And I'm so thankful that you're hanging out with me today. Stay tuned for the next Grow Your Business with Nicole next week. Bye.